Hey Scorpio, welcome to Wild Pearl Tarot. Today we're going to be asking what's coming towards you in January 2025. Welcome to the new year. And thank you for your patience, by the way, with me getting these messages out to you. They've just been taking a lot of time. I'm offering extendeds with these January readings. So if you'd like to get more advice, you'd like the reading to keep on going, that link will be in the description box below. But let's get some information out now for you. January 2025, starting with Oracle, then we'll move on to the tarot cards. If you'd like for me to pray for you, say hi in the comments section. I encourage everybody to pray for each other as well. And you're welcome to leave an emoji if that's more comfortable. Something that represents your energy that we can just focus on. All right, Scorpio, January 2025, we get the message. Hawk, pay attention, exclamation point. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. What a tease. Well, let's get another one. So it's basically saying, listen to me. I'm about to tell you something really good. Okay, we have reevaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. What a perfect time of year, right? All right, so what's coming towards my Scorpio January 2025? What do they need to know? What's this message they need to know? If you haven't yet, please hit the like button. Please consider subscribing. Scorpio January 2025. This one's funny. It's just sticking in my collaboration. 3 of Pentacles. All right, Scorpio, what else? January 2025. Okay, I'm seeing a little bit of the picture already. Cool. Okay. You know, I feel like your energy in this reading already is kind of not trusting. Like it's it's discerning. It's kind of like, Scorpio, you have got a good spidey sense. And when you're loyal, you're very loyal. And if somebody crosses that, they never get you back oftentimes. Like Scorpios have the ability to just like walk away from something. You seem to be in an evaluative stage around a collaboration of sorts. This could be at work. It could be basically you collaborating with other people or another person for a shared goal, right? So, but you're quiet. I don't feel like you're showing your cards. There's kind of a protectiveness, a self-preservation. Maybe even you're like pulling in your resources or your money. But this is the card of the miser, and he's really all about self-preservation, holding on to his coins. But the coins can sometimes be a value thing. So, I mean, of course they can be, but they don't have to be literally money. It can be self-value as well. Not showing your cards because there's the magician energy. You might be questioning, in the midst of questioning whether you can trust somebody or something. There might be somebody in this collaboration for some of you guys that is making your spidey senses go off. But we have a really great turn of events happening. So the wheel turns in your favor. So let's unpack this a little bit more. If this is resonating so far, it's a very interesting storyline. 3 of Pentacles, what is this? Why is this collaboration card? This is the card that kind of stuck to my fingers, didn't fly out on its own, but just wanted to stay there on my finger. So I listened to it. Great, we've got a really positive energy coming out with that. We've got friends, good times. Hard work, good times, celebrations. Okay, very interesting. We got the 9 of Cups, 3 of Cups, hard work and focus. So it feels like very, very simpatico with this collaboration. Things are good. So this is where we start with your reading. This is our storyline. This has a satisfied feeling to it, like feeling like you belong, like you are working towards the same goal. You're in alignment with one another. 4 of Swords. Four of Swords. Funny. Before I say anything, I have to get a little bit more on this because there's almost a sense of something coming towards towards you. Like this, we find you at this place of knowing where your role is within a group or a company, with really solid focus and determination, and just really in alignment with your goals and your role in that. And this could be even some celebrations, some good times. And then we have an energy coming in quick and authoritative. It could be like maybe a new boss, or it could be another individual who's kind of on the outside and they are trying to prove a point, and they're shaking things up, it feels like. And it could have kind of crept up on you a little bit. There's some strong opinions attached to this person or this energy. It might not even be a person. You know, all you guys are going through different things, but the energy, it's the same. What's this Lover's card in reverse? You might feel a little bit like your role that we were so happy in just a moment ago has been disturbed. Very interesting. Let's get a new deck because we've used a lot of cards so far, and let's talk about this further. The Four of Pentacles, this self-preservation, protective. I think you might be feeling a little disappointed with this energy coming in. They've messed up your flow. Interesting. You know what they can't mess up though, is that you got passion. They got nothing on you there. You're moving forward on your passion and your creativity no matter what. I feel like you doubled down on those special things that make you unique, and that is all very watery. Scorpio, treasures is the word that popped up in my head. To be treasured. So this is your passion. This is your empathy. This is, I don't, actually, let me take back the word empathy because it's too soft. It's not, it's leading the reading in a different direction. This is like creativity. This is passion. This is flow. This is something special that I feel like you bring to the table. And you might feel like this was an indication that you need to double down on those things. You really are special in that. For some reason, whatever group you're in, you stand out that way. And you're very different than this energy that came in and disturbed it all. So instead of going with flow, you're doubling down, going your own direction that way. Now, that's not to say that you're leaving a company or the group of people, but it's to say that your energy definitely switches. You make a decision, I think, through it, but it was disappointing. The process of making that decision was not a comfortable one. It wasn't at first met with enthusiasm. It was more met like, what the F? I was like in my happy little place there. And I feel like this energy kind of comes in and shakes things up. Okay, so now what? Magician upside down. Usually it's trickster energy, but we need to definitely, especially with this storyline, we need to get a little more detail on that before. I think there's been a promise of an opportunity, and it could even have something to do with social media or online, something online. You know, the Page of Swords can talk about new, fresh opportunities, ideas, and can talk about things that are brought to you by way of the internet and social media and social groups and stuff online. But anyway, it's like you put your hard work towards something you thought was abundant, and it like the spark went out, like the opportunity recoiled. The opportunity was not as it promised or as abundant. And I have a feeling that it has to do with actually being as in control of this as you thought you were, or being considered the authority in this area. It feels that, and that's where the disappointment comes from, because you've had so much dedication to the vision, so much hard work and focus. It totally makes sense. But what they don't have on you, and this is, I think, going to pop up in your extended too with advice portion, is creativity and the heart that you put into things. You do have a very special ingredient, and that's why you're doubling down on it. So yes, I love that you're going forward with the Chariot card, because this has got triumph all over it. It's taking the good with the bad and moving forward. That's represented by the dark, the black and the white Sphinx here. It's saying, you know what? It's bittersweet, but this is the way I got to go. And that's when your Wheel of Fortune turns up. That's when everything changes. The energy changes. Reevaluate your priorities. It is time to let go of what you no longer need. There's something you no longer need here. Pay attention. A powerful message is being communicated to you now. Let's get into the Wheel of Fortune. What is this Wheel of Fortune? This is a turn of events that are working in your favor. The Sun card. And the sun flew out and flew like this, like in a funky position. So we're going to take that as just the Sun card. Yep, this is not subtle energy, the judgment call. This is answering the call, the trumpet call of that angel. And so it's resurrection. It's the rise up of the phoenix. It's being reborn almost. And this is a big change. And then we got the Lovers card. So that can be a harmonious partnership. It can also be a choice. And you got the Lovers card earlier, but it was upside down. That's where you had the disappointment, the sense that, wow, another energy has moved in here and it's totally messing up my flow. You now have choice, and it might be a little overwhelming at first with the Two of Pentacles. You are this is literally the card of reprioritizing. I wouldn't be surprised if you're like, the best thing to do with this card is to keep your calendar, make a new version. What if? It's called the What If calendar. And it represents literally your schedule or maybe emotional priorities. Wipe it clean, right? This is a brand new calendar, so to speak. And you're going to be like, what if I move this over here? What if I place this over here? This is reprioritizing things, moving them around for this big change. At the bottom of the deck, we got the Star card. What else do we need to know about this big change for Scorpio? We ended with the first card we began with, collaboration. So your collaboration days are not over, but you are doubling down in a role that nobody can replace you in. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise. Maybe I'm just a silver lining type of tarot reader, but I like it for you. All right, I'm going to leave you here. And you're welcome to follow me over to the extended for more advice. That link is below. If I leave you here, I adore you. Thank you so much for being a part of this tarot family. And I'll see you very soon for your bonus readings. Mwah. Bye-bye.